Welcome to Bliss Connect, connecting the world of healthcare one care community at a time. Coming in from the web, you put in your username, which will be your email address that you registered with, and your password, and select Login here. This will bring you to your dashboard. Upon getting to the dashboard, you'll see you have three main widgets. Your care community, which are the list of providers and organizations who are attending to your needs. Your meeting room, which are a list of upcoming meetings that you've been invited to. And your care feed, which is an internal messaging system between you and your care providers. To begin an unscheduled impromptu meeting with one of your care providers, you can select next to their name the video meeting here, which will bring you into your video room. Upon entering your video room, the first thing that should come on is a picture of yourself entering into that video room. If nothing is here, then it's being blocked by your browser. So select your browser, say yes, I want to allow this always, camera and microphone done. Oftentimes you have to reset. When you do so, you'll see that your video will then come up. Once you've allowed this, you shouldn't have to allow it again unless you're using a different computer. From this screen, you can then start inviting other providers, in addition to the one that you've already asked to come into the meeting room. While you're waiting, come up here and press plus, and start inviting people into your care community, or from your care community, by checking off next to their name. From within the greater network, so let's say I knew I needed to get someone involved, you could type in their name here. Or from email, you could type in add, put someone's email in and have them get an email to have them join this conference as well. Selecting the plus button closes this down. If you want to pop out this video screen so that you don't have it front and center, you can select here to pop up this window and have this kind of on the top while you're working on other things. Sharing the screen, you just select here. It's going to ask you to share your screen unless it's the first time doing so, in which the browser is going to ask you again to download a small extension to allow you to be able to share your screen. Once you do that on that computer, that extension browser will enable you to do this in the future. As more people enter your video call, it'll let you know that they've entered, and you'll be able to have a video call between you and another one of your providers or multi people on the same call. When you're done, go ahead and select Exit Meeting. And this will bring you back to your dashboard. If you want to schedule a meeting to take place in the future, you can press the plus button and go through the steps of scheduling a meeting. Pressing Bliss at any time up on top will bring you back to your main dashboard. If you want to enter in a message for someone in your care community, you can press plus, start typing, and press next if you're done with that, or press options here. Pressing options will ask you, do you want to post this to your entire care community or specific members of your care community? You can mark it at urgent, clinical, or follow-up, and you can also send an alert via text or email if they have that enabled. Pressing next here, you can also record audio, video, take a snapshot, and attach that as your message. So here you see my audio bar is registering. I can start recording to record an audio. I can come here to video and start taking video. Again, if this is being blocked, check up here to make sure it's not being blocked. Start recording and stop recording. I could take a snapshot, same thing just by pressing snapshot. And if I don't need my settings the way that they are, meaning maybe you have a laptop with a front and rear facing camera, you could decide where it's getting the video source and audio source from if need be. You can also attach a document from your documents by selecting the document, or by uploading documents and bringing these files in to be attached to this document as well. When done, press post comment, and that comment will go into the care feed to be read by members of your care community or to the specific person that you sent it to. Press X to close this up, and again you're brought back to your main dashboard with your care community members, your meeting room, and your care feed. Here you notice it says active, meaning they've accepted as a member of your care community. Pending means that they're waiting for this person to accept that you'll be part of their care community or that they'll be part of your care community. In the meeting room for invited meetings, you'll have the option of accepting and rejecting the ones you've been invited to. Once you've accepted, you'll see that there'll be a green button here with an arrow to join the meeting when it's time to join the meeting. If there's any attached documents, you'll see here at the paperclip a number. And here you can see more information of who's been invited by pressing the informational button, whether they've accepted or not. You can leave comments by pressing here. Going back here, you can also mark this as complete if the meeting's already taken place. If you set up the meeting, you can edit the meeting details or delete the meeting. Otherwise, you can only accept or reject and join the meeting at that point. In the care feed, again, every member of your care community, basically this list here who's active, would see whatever you're writing into the care feed. For someone to become a member of your care community, they need to have an assigned or already happened meeting with you, a video call meeting, and that'll put them into your care community. This is the basic functions of Bliss Connect. Up on top, you can report any issues or send feedback. And coming here, you can change your profile or password if need be. And remember to log out when you're done so that no one logs into your session. Some quick tips. Remember to bookmark this page on your web browser so that you don't need to keep finding it. It is mybliss.health. And again, you use your email ID to log in with the password. So you can bookmark this by selecting the star button or literally just dragging this down to the toolbar here, which will move this over to be saved. Make sure you check your registered email spam folder and have it to allow emails from Bliss Health to come through, or you're going to miss your meeting invites, reschedules, cancels, and welcome. Sometimes you need to check your spam folder to make sure that these messages are not going to your spam folder, which you could then change the settings to make sure they always come to your regular email. Here you'll see not spam, for an example in Gmail, to mark it as not spam, or sometimes some emails will have it labeled as spam, which you can unlabel it as spam, or change the settings to make sure it doesn't recognize it as spam. In doing so, you'll make sure that all your meetings get notified through your email, any reschedules or cancels are notified through your email, and then you'll know when to log in to have your meetings. Prior to your meetings, there will be emails that go out to remind you an hour before and 15 minutes before. And remember, when you're having your video calls, make sure that your browser is not blocking those video call meetings so that your camera can recognize you and have a video call meeting. We thank you for using Bliss Connect. If you have any questions, you can email us at support@bliss.health, support@bliss.health, and we hope to have you connected to your care community members, and thank you for using Bliss.